Good morning, Arthur Rafferty, ASNI TV. I attended an AIDS sector platform meeting at the City Hall on Friday the 21st of February 2014. This meeting was supposed to run from 10:30 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon. Now, I went hoping to be of some help to pensioners as I run 2 advice centres in North Belfast to help pensioners who have been affected by asbestosis due to coming into contact with asbestos. Now, I sat for 1 hour hoping to hear something positive being said. The panel consisted of the Lord Mayor of Belfast from a terrorist group, the Deputy Lord Mayor from Belfast from the DUP, and 3 other people. Now, the Lord Mayor starts his speech by speaking in Irish, a language that 90% of the old age pensioners who attended the meeting didn't know what he was talking about. But sure, that is typical of Sinn Féin ARA. They have no respect for anyone, only themselves and their corrupt policies. Then you get the DUP Deputy Lord Mayor standing outside until the Irish speech was over before he made his entrance. Well timed. Here you have 2 so-called politicians who are supposed to bring people together. It's a wonder they don't practice what they preach. But I don't think half of the people were aware of what was going on, as they were all old age pensioners. Now, after that showing, I was ready to leave the hall. It was a total farce and a waste of taxpayers' money. I had 2 questions to ask those 2 so-called mayors. I called 2 members of the staff that was walking about the floor to ask them to pass my question on to the 2 involved. But they refused to do it. So much for a public meeting. Now, my questions were to the Lord Mayor why his office refused to answer 6 phone calls that I made to him, as to why his Republican rag newspaper, the Andytown News, would not print my father's 40th anniversary of his death and brutal murder by Sinn Féin ARA in 1974. Their answer to me was unless I left out naming the people who murdered him, then they would put the insertion in. And I told them what they could do with the Daily Rag newspaper. I then went to the DUP Deputy Lord Mayor for him to raise my case at his next meeting. But after 4 phone calls and 3 emails, he hadn't the decency to answer me, yet you get the 2 of them sitting there like Pinky and Perky, telling the old people about human rights and justice. Those 2 bigots wouldn't know justice if it fell on top of them. I know why that terrorist Lord Mayor wouldn't help me, simply because his group, Sinn Féin ARA, are the scum who murdered my father, an unarmed man, and not for the first time, as they are known for killing unarmed members of the public. Now, my father's case is now in the hands of the War Crimes Commission in The Hague in the Netherlands, as those terrorists claimed that they were at war and my father was a prisoner of war. Now, getting back to that other excuse for a Deputy Lord Mayor, he also refused to help me to get justice for my father, but I can expect that from him, as he is anti-Catholic and thinks that all Catholics are Sinn Féin ARA members. As for myself, I am a member of the DUP and always voted for them. I have asked other MLAs and MPs from the DUP for help and have always been treated fairly and with respect. One in particular, Nigel Dodds, who has helped me for the past 11 years and helped me form my companies, the ASNI and the Arthur Rafferty Foundation. He has always been a first-class gentleman, one I could trust and could go to at any time. and I will be reporting that deputy mayor to him. Surely the DUP can do without people like that. This AIDS sector platform group is funded by the Comic Relief and also the Atlantic Philanthropies, and are asking hard-pressed old age pensioners who find it hard at the present time to live, to eat and to eat, to donate by cheque, to donate online, to donate by text, to donate by standing orders, and also to leave a legacy. They also charge individual membership of £12 a year. They also supply tax advisors who don't work for free and have to be paid by none other than the pensioners. This is a charity who are supposed to be helping old age pensioners. I left that AIDS sector platform meeting with a terrible bad taste in my mouth. I found it to be a total rip-off, imposing on the old and sick in our society, and they have the backings of so-called politicians. What I can say to a lot of them is shame on you all. Now, I run two charities helping sick and dying old people, and I get no funding at all from any government agencies. My 2 advice centres are free to anyone, no charge. I also offer a free home service visit for people who cannot travel to my advice centres. What a difference in my charity and not AIDS sector platform charity, if you could call it a charity. Now, I will be asking my MP to inquire into the working of this AIDS sector charity. Now, anyone who would like a tape of this story or any one of my stories can call me on my mobile 07715 921137. Leave your name and address and I will send you a tape free. Thank you. Anyone who has a story to tell and wishes me to air it can call me on my mobile 07715 921137, or I can send a reporter out to get your story. And remember, I will tell your story as you tell me. Nothing will be cut out. You can watch more of my stories on YouTube, ArthurOfferty.com, YouTube Arthur Offerty, Arthur Offerty Docker, YouTube Jackspot 2012. My email is arthurofferty1@gmail.com. Thank you for watching ASNI TV, and I will see you soon. And good morning.